Think we're good. Okay, so here we are with one of our Inner Circle students, Stephanie. Hey, how are you doing, Stephanie?
Hi, I'm doing great. Just finished my day.
Nice, nice. Why don't we start off? How about you just kind of tell everybody who you are, where you're from, what you specialize in, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, I've been doing hair for over 17 years.
Oh,
I
wow.
graduated beauty school in 2002.
Okay.
So it's been a long time, needless to say. So I started out at a spa and 50% commission salon. And after 4 years, I hated it that somebody was taking half my money.
Yeah.
So then I hopped around to a whole bunch of booth rental salons. And then when you go from a spa into a booth rental and they still have employees, the booth rental people never get new clients. So
Right.
that's when I decided to open my own studio. And I actually have a studio at Phoenix Salon Suites. That's a nationwide company.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's been about a year ago in January that I opened this studio.
Good for you. Congratulations. It's not easy. That's for sure.
Nice. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
so you have a few people working with you then?
No, it's just me. I
It's
am
just
by
you?
myself and about 120 square feet. I've got my own
Oh,
shampoo
nice.
bowl and, my color station's set up to where my clients can see me, mixing their color. It puts that whole artistic kind of
Cool.
spin on it for me.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of like not working with anybody else. Salons can be really dramatic.
Yeah, I totally get that. And it's totally like whatever works best for you, what makes you
Right.
thrive in your world and lets you put out the best hair that you can. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. We have some people who work next to 30 people, some people like yourself, and then everybody in between, and that's awesome.
exactly.
What do you specialize in any sort of service or anything?
I do. I specialize in highlighting and balayage. Mostly, I'm from Atlanta, so, girls from Georgia, they love being blonde.
Yes.
Right.
So that is what I do specialize in. And everybody comes to me, I want your hair, I want your hair. So I've just learned over 17 years to go with what the public wants you to go with. So that's
Right.
pretty much what I specialize in, but I love doing bridal and, updos and stuff too.
Cool.
Cool. Very cool. And then so we'll kind of jump into things here with the mastermind. Before you decided to work with us, what were you doing in terms of growing your business? And when you saw our stuff, what was the click? Like, what made sense?
So before I actually invested in the program, I was trying to do Facebook ads. I did do a Groupon last year, right when I opened my studio. Quickly found out that, I was
No
working
Groupon, no Groupon.
right. I was working for 2.5 hours and making $20. So I got rid of that. And so I would try to do Facebook ads, but the way they set it up, even for your business page, it doesn't send you to the Facebook business manager. It's
Right.
like we're totally different. I wasn't getting any results from that. So I saw the video kind of like this, where you were doing an interview with somebody and she was got like a whole bunch of extension clients.
Yes.
So I
Right.
saw that and I was like, it took me a little while to commit to the investment. And then, I didn't tell my husband about it. I was just like, this is my decision
We've both
Exactly.
done that
Yeah,
to
we
each
did.
other.
for my career. So I went ahead and did it. And then, of course, it turned out awesome. So then I told him about it, a couple weeks later after it had paid for itself, But
Nice. That's
so
awesome.
that's how I ended up finding you guys.
That's
So-
awesome.
So would you say for you too, like it was kind of, because we just like to solve one problem for people, and we help with a lot, but the big thing we want you to walk away with is you have the ability to get opportunity. You can fill your books when you want. Was that kind of, when you saw us, was that kind of what made sense? Like that was the skill set gap that you were trying to plug there?
Really what kind of put me over the edge with, going forward with the investment was like, you just have to do your best and people are going to like it. There's so many people out there. Some people may not be for some people, but somebody's always going to like what you do and like what you offer.
Absolutely.
But you have to put it out there for them to see it, face it.
Yeah. And honestly, we like to put you guys in control of the process, because with this industry specifically, everything's so custom. It's like, I can't speak for you, So
Right.
it's like, even if I wanted to offer that to do it for you, I wouldn't want to, because you have to create that experience properly from the second they start talking to you, even if it's on social media.
That you want this to be a skill set that you can have and take with you for years to come,
Absolutely. I was telling my husband, I was like, these things that I've learned, of course, I'm always looking for new things to learn, but the things that I've learned are, skills as far as, because I'm not a
Absolutely.
computer person. So that really helped me out on just getting the how to make an ad, how to get it in front of the people that you want it in front of. That was like a mind-blowing experience because I had no clue, you know.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
that quote.
36, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about the whole Facebook world, you know. I've been around, but not around like that.
Yeah.
So
What I was just saying was, it's kind of like that quote, teach a man to fish and he'll eat for the rest of his life kind of thing. They don't
right,
fish for
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So we saw some really, really heartwarming and inspiring posts in the group from you. Why don't you tell us a little bit I think you had to turn your ad off because you were getting too many requests, which that's a good problem to have. So what have the results been like now that you've kind of put in the work? And you always have to put in the work. If you're somebody watching, you have to put in the work. But now that you've put in the work, what have the results been like?
So I've done a couple of different ads, and I just kind of learned, because the first two ads probably brought me a good amount of clients. I mean, I've gotten 63 new page likes on my Facebook page since
Nice.
I started the program.
Nice.
And that's maybe not everybody that comes to me, but they see the ad and they like it, and they go to my page and they like my page. But I did have to shut down my ad 3 weeks before Easter because I had no more room. And people, you know, when they want it now.
They want it. And then you're
So-
like, well, I don't have an opening for another 4 weeks. But
Right. So then I came into the problem of, if I book them out 4 weeks, new clients are typically more prone to no-shows. The cancellation policy, and that has cut, no-shows out.
yes.
When you tell people you need to put in a credit card to save your spots, like, this is my time, it's worth it. But yeah, so I had to shut down my ad for Easter, and then I started running the day after Easter because that's a slow week, Anytime there's a holiday, then the following holiday is slow.
Yeah.
So then in between, like, 2 days, I had 5 people booking appointments with me. So, I mean, it's
Wow.
really,
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, it's very, very, and I don't even know the word to say, just very encouraging.
That's awesome. Well, it feels good for us. I mean, that's
Yeah, it gives me goosebumps, believe me. Like, 'cause I just know that feeling of, like, I need clients. I want them now. I have all this creative energy that needs to be put out. I need this. And then when it starts to happen and things start to click, it's an amazing feeling, I know, for you. So that makes us very happy.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's a process too, and we're glad you're going through it. In terms of, because I know you mentioned you don't know much about Facebook and the social media, and really you don't have to. And that was like our whole goal. We don't want people to have to become social media experts or business social media marketing gurus or whatever. We wanted you guys just to learn something, have a system in place. It's simple enough to follow. You spend 10, 15 minutes a day, and then it just lets you focus on what you love to do. Was that kind of important for you, that it's simple and not overwhelming?
Yeah, and it's pretty much starting to run itself now.
Nice. And that's the ultimate goal, is where it starts to run
Yeah.
itself.
Like, I've been able, when they click on my ad, like, figured out the top 3 questions, how much does it cost? Can I book an appointment? So I figured, let
How
them
to
ask
handle it.
that. Right. And then go to my website. You see all the prices there. You want to book, go to my website. You can do that on Facebook or on Instagram. So once people go and they're educated on, instead of just sending me a picture and me doing a 20-minute consultation, they can kind of decide for themselves, or they can message me and ask me more, which I like too, because you can
Right.
really customize down a lot of the people. Because I probably had, 80 messages from that one ad.
Wow.
But
That's
I definitely
crazy.
don't. Yeah, I definitely haven't taken all 80. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah, you shouldn't
No.
either. You shouldn't. You should
Different.
always,
That's the beauty of it. You get to pick the clients that you want to work with.
right. And if I know that it's going to cost $600 and 12 hours of work, then I might push them, in a different direction or something before they get in my chair, and then I've lost a whole day of work because of it. Because
Right.
I didn't have the consultation beforehand. So it really helps out with that.
That's another part too, and we'll wrap it up here. We know you're busy, but just one other thing, what you just said there, how awesome is that you can kind of save that time, energy, and also adds a layer of trust. Like, instead of someone coming in your chair, sitting there for 20 minutes trying to figure something out, and then it doesn't end up working out. I think it's so much easier to handle on your phone for like 5 minutes. It's like, oh, you're a good fit, come in. Oh, you're not, have a good day. That's like
Absolutely.
so,
And they know
so
me.
relaxed.
They go to my Facebook page. They go see my family, my son, my husband. So then they already know me before they come into my.
They have that emotional connection with you.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And you have it with them.
Exactly. Because I can go and stalk them on Facebook too if I want to.
Exactly.
Make sure they're not crazy.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
what's this circus that you go to
Yeah,
every year where everyone takes their shirt off?
So we just kind of, we'll push those messages off till later or
Yeah.
something. But no, it really has been great.
That's awesome. Well, we're so glad to hear that. I think that, is there anything else that you'd like anybody who's watching or considering working with us to hear? I think we kind of covered most of the things we like to cover.
The one thing I would say, because this has worked really well for me as an independent contractor in my own space, I am my own business owner, so I can control everything. It definitely, if you are in a salon and you don't like where you're at, this will make you confident in the fact that you can move and open your own studio just like I did.
Oh, I love
and
that.
have clientele
I love
coming
that.
in. Like I've been averaging 3 to 4 new clients a week. And not everybody's going to come back. But if I can keep that average, in 6 months, I'll be 100% booked all the time and have to raise my prices. So that's the goal. Anyway.
That's awesome. I love to hear
like
that.
to hear it. Raising prices, can't fit them in.
So you would
Right.
further.
My clients don't like hearing that, but oh well.
Well, no, but hey, and we always say this to everybody, and whether you work with us or not, if you're good at what you do, charge what you're worth.
Absolutely.
With that said, if another hair or beauty professional is looking at this, would you recommend it?
Absolutely. It is worth every cent. You will not regret it. I promise.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Stephanie, for coming on with us today, and we'll see you inside the private mastermind.
No problem.